Holy shit. He looks like a fucking fat version of Rick Moranis. I mean, this motherfucker. You couldn't get any more of a stereotypical white, nerdy, grotesque 40-year-old virgin motherfucker than this. Man, God.
You look like a rejected Matrix extra. Let's fucking do this.
Alright, fuckers. Your Lord and Savior of Eternal Coolness is fucking back after a long motherfucking hiatus.
That's right, folks. This guy actually responded to someone who has, less views and a lower subscriber count than him, because it's clearly the logical course of action when somebody proves you wrong and you don't want to admit it.
Oh shit, who's that? Let me go get that real quick, guys. Oh shit, it's Diddy Kong from the Donkey Kong series. Very funny, Corey Margera, but I'm Boonslayer, and I know more about video games than you. You'll never know as much as I know about the PS4 and its technology. In case you haven't realized this yet, I made a video on my Boon Canon series talking about how stupid you are.
Wait, is that supposed to be me? Because that sounds like a stereotypical nerd voice. Oh, I get it, because I'm supposed to be a stereotypical nerd, right? Ha, funny joke. When did I call you stupid, though? I mean, I remember calling out the fact that you were calling Sony stupid. I remember, a few things involving the word stupid in the video, but I don't remember actually calling you stupid. See, if I wanted to call you stupid, I wouldn't simply debunk the points that you made in the video. No, I would call you stupid. And based on your reaction to my complaints, yeah, you're stupid.
Boonslayer? Boonslayer, you ass! Everyone knows that I don't get any poon, even my own mom. Jesus, what the hell is wrong with you? Yeah, I kind of figured that.
In the comments, you like to point out my past content. Okay, here's a piece of past content. See, you may notice my name, Boonslayer, and the question I get on occasion is, what is a boon? How do you slay it? Well, the answer is that a boon is a 3-1 satyr with flash. Yeah, it turns out the origin of the name Boonslayer comes from my origin in magic, or should I say my reincarnation into magic. See, when I started going to this card shop, it was determined that I needed a nickname, and here's literally how the nickname came about. Hey, I need a nickname. Boonslayer. And that just became my nickname. Less than a month later, Magic got a Jedi. And instead of just being Boonslayer, I became Boonslayer Paladin. And then, in Theros, Boon Satyr came out. And I just started being called Boonslayer. So yeah, the name actually is Boonslayer. I didn't get that because I throw harpoons.
Oh, shut up! Jesus! Anyway, if you would have saw my video, you would realize that the PS4 doesn't need backwards compatibility to be a competitive force in the gaming industry. Sony doesn't need to listen to the likes of you. Hold on, dude.
No. You hold on. Once again, you're putting words in my mouth. If you play the video that you're actually responding to... Look, Corey, I'm not faulting your intent with this video. I get what you're actually trying to say. Widespread compatibility with PS2 games, and yeah, PS1 games for that matter, that would be nice, would increase system sales. It would influence parents to buy the system for their kids, as the library of games would be in the thousands. Many of them very inexpensive to own. It would give more options to the consumer. So yeah, now that, I've debunked your straw man, let's hear your argument against that straw man that isn't at all related to my argument.
Alright, I never said that the PS4 needed backwards compatibility with the PS2 in order to be successful. I just said it was stupid, in my opinion, that they didn't have backwards compatibility out of the box. Because, let's face it, the PS2 was one of the biggest selling consoles of all time. Alright, it sold over 120 million units worldwide. Okay, so not to have backwards compatibility with at least the PS2, to me, is just foolish.
No, you didn't use the words the PS4 needs PS2 backwards compatibility in order to succeed. You didn't use those actual words, but you did say that they were stupid for not having it, and as you put it, foolish. Logic would certainly indicate that, a company needs to make non-stupid and non-foolish decisions in order to succeed. No, you didn't actually say those words, but you calling them stupid and foolish certainly implied them. And based on the fact that you're using, a bad impersonation to state my points and not actually use quotes from me directly or even use the actual words that I used, I'm guessing you know what implication is.
You retard! If Sony puts backwards compatibility in the PS4 with the PS2, then guess what? The consoles are gonna start overheating! Overheating? You seriously buy into that? Dude, Sony's been releasing every single console they've ever made with small fucking revisions. So do you really think that they would have a hard time adding PS2 technology, more specifically the emotion engine, into the PS4 and have a problem with it fucking overheating? And even if they have to retool it around and modify it a bit and, recode it and stuff like that, which I know you're going to have to basically do if you want to have, PS2 emulation. But if you want to have it right out of the box, you can easily just put the emotion engine inside the PS4 and then rework a few things inside of the console. It's not that hard.
This is from the article I had the link to in the description. What's different now is the increased complexity in hardware and software and heat issues, says veteran coder and game designer Martin Hollis. The best way to support your old console in terms of broadest support of all old games is to actually include the hardware of the old system inside the new one. CPU, GPU, sound chips, ideally the whole caboodle. This works well enough when you look at a price list for the components, as the old chips have become cheap enough to include without bumping the cost of the new system. Sadly, though, with the high-frequency clock rates, designing your board to incorporate the entire old machine is not easy or cheap. And worse, it will emit just as much heat as the old system did on its own. Heat is a big factor with modern system designs, and you do not want to add 100 watts to your output and another jet turbine style fan. Initial builds of the PlayStation 3 had an overheating issue, much like the Xbox 360 did. And while we're going on your notion of, small iterations throughout the life of the system, later iterations of the PS3 removed PlayStation 2 compatibility. And on top of that, Sony knows their own technology. It's not like a bunch of hackers on the internet who don't know how to fucking make emulators of the PS2 properly. And they keep fucking up because they have no life and they don't know what the fuck to do. Alright, Sony actually knows their fucking technology. Don't they also know the PS3 technology as well? In fact, don't they know it better than anyone? What was that you said about the PS3 again in your original video?
I could see the PS3 because, again, the way the PS3 was designed was completely with the cell processor. It was very hard to develop for. And Alpha Omega Sin, he even made a great reference to how the PS3 was just as hard to develop for as the Sega Saturn. But the PS2 wasn't the easiest thing to develop for either. That's what a lot of people forget.
If Sony knows how to work with the PS2 technology, why don't they know how to work with the PS3 technology? You can't just have it both ways. They can't know one and not know the other, especially when the one that they don't know is newer.
Well, Uh, well, you know what? Your intro's fucking stupid. Jesus, it's like a minute long. What the hell is your problem? Actually, jackass, I have shortened my intro if you've seen my newer videos. Maybe you would realize that if you weren't so fucking pathetic. However, the fact that you think that my intro is stupid is entirely subjective and your opinion only, due to the fact that I have a bunch of subscribers who actually enjoy my intro.
I'll just gloss over the fact that I never called your intro stupid. I stated, my reasons for not liking your intro, but, I didn't put stupid among them. Let's just ignore that for now. So this statement about your subscribers liking your intro indicates one of two things. Either one, you actually had comments from your subscribers that stated that they did like your intro. Or two, you're using your subscriber count to attack my point. On your first point, on the first possible direction of this point, I should say, you are aware that their opinion is also subjective and their own opinion as well. So, that actually has no bearing on what my opinion is. I am a different individual than they are. Therefore, I could give a fuck what they think. I stated my reasons for why I think that, and if they disagree and have their reasons for disagreeing with what I said, they can tell me. And I will actually listen. And if you're just using the fact that you have a bigger subscriber count than me, you are aware that that is a fallacy that a lot of YouTubers use when somebody attacks them and they don't have an actual defense, right? You're aware of that, right? Also, I can actually combat it. Your subscriber count has been the same for the past week. Mine has been growing over the past week. In fact, it's been growing over the past month. Your subscriber has been around 390, so for a long time, whereas mine has been growing. Kind of indicates I'm doing something right currently that you're not.
And on top of that, what the fuck is your intro all about?
I'm not playing my own intro again. Let's just get to his points.
What? I thought it was pretty good. At least it's short and to the point. Okay, and you want to bash my intro? And you want to say that the song that I use in my intro is fucking repetitive? Dude, yours sounds like a fucking slow version out of F-Zero or some shit. Literally. Okay? And on top of that, all you show is fucking Diddy Kong pictures, for fuck's sakes. Okay? So don't even talk about my intro when yours absolutely sucks. And that's a fact.
Fact? Oh, you want to talk facts? Okay, let's talk facts. You even played the intro and you didn't notice that I was playing clips from your own intro, not the actual body of the video, since there was really nothing to show in the body of the video. And yet you seem to fail to see that, and you say that all I showed was Diddy Kong. Now, in terms of me showing nothing but Diddy Kong, I showed Diddy Kong because Diddy Kong was my avatar. You may notice in the intro to this video, which is in the same series, and yet I'm using a different avatar, me, I freaking put my own face. In fact, I put this very recording as the intro. Maybe not this exact moment, but I could. And, in terms of the music, that is a cover of Katy Perry's Dark Horse, which you have to admit is 1,000 times better than the original. In fact, just to prove to you that it doesn't sound like slow F-Zero music, here's some slow F-Zero music. That sounds a lot like my intro, doesn't it? Yeah. Sure does. Yeah, I can hear the electric guitar and everything. Fuck my life.
Fuck you, asshole. Okay, I worked long and hard on that intro, and even my mom helped me. Alright? You're just some jackass who thinks could go around calling himself the taste god. Alright? You're no fucking taste god. Alright? You're so fucking pretentious. Jeez. Alright? And that's another thing. It's not just your PS4 video, your PS2 backwards compatibility video that pissed me off. It's also your opinions on the fucking wrestling business. Jesus. Alright? Why do you always talk so badly about WWE?
You know what's funny? Not only did I specifically avoid your wrestling videos when doing a video on you, but I also left a comment on your unpopular wrestling opinions where I quoted a scene from Santino Marella's run as a jobber that you liked that I also liked. So yeah, I clearly hate everything about your wrestling opinion. I'm aware that's only one statement of his that I'm stating right now that I have agreed with, but trust me, it's more than what he's actually said about my own opinions.
Dude, are you fucking serious? The WWE fucking sucks right now. Alright, don't tell me you're actually gonna defend that shit and try to say that, oh, the Attitude Era was so overrated or some shit. First of all, don't mock my fucking voice. Alright? And second of all, the Attitude Era was overrated. You guys need to learn to get with the times. Jesus. Alright? This PG era is not that bad. We at least actually have some good technical wrestlers like Daniel Bryan and whatnot. Alright?
When did I say anything about Daniel Bryan in any video I've ever made? Or are you just using me as a scapegoat for, people who don't like the Attitude Era? You're just using me as your personal straw man? Okay.
The PG era gets way too much hate from idiots like you who can't get over it. Alright? This isn't 1999 or 2000 anymore. It's 2016. Alright? The wrestling business has evolved, and we actually have great wrestlers like Dolph Ziggler and Cody Rhodes.
Two more names I've never said at all. Seriously, have you even seen my videos? Yes, I'm aware that I'm covering up his gay joke with my voice because it's an unneeded personal attack that I never launched towards him. Also, I've never mentioned Tyler Breeze either. Wait, are you getting me to say these things so you'll have clips of me saying their names? Shit!
Okay, man. Whatever floats your fucking boat. Oh shit, who's this now? Hey, Corey. Have you seen that faggot Boonslayer?
Are you seriously bringing Green Psycho into this? Oh, I should send this video to Green Psycho. He can get onto you for gimmick infringement. I apologize, but I'm going to be skipping through the majority of his wannabe nostalgia critic shit. Let me just cover a couple things, though.
It's morphin' time!
So you like Power Rangers. You know what's funny? I did like a top 6 video of my favorite Power Rangers themes, which seems to indicate that I also like Power Rangers. So let's see. We both like Power Rangers. We both think the PS4 should have PS2 backwards compatibility. We both agree that Santino's Jobber run, earlier Jobber run was really, really funny. That's just the stuff that I know right now that we agree on. And I'm spreading bad taste how? Exactly.
I'm gonna send this loser straight to the depths of hell. Comment.
Oh, and we also both like Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, bad taste, am I right?
Yeah.
Are you seriously getting on to me for my intro when you were too lazy to get an actual goddamn sound effect? Hell, that didn't even sound like an energy blast. That sounded like a Star Trek beam set on slightly annoy.
Anyway, kids, remember, having bad taste is not cool. It's totally not cool. It's very, very uncool. You should not have bad taste. You should not listen to shitty music like Justin Bieber and watch shitty WWE products. That are a part of this generation, I mean. You can continue to watch the Attitude Era and all that good shit. But watching today's wrestling is just pathetic. Anyway, guys, I'm Corey Margera, and I'll see you on the flip side. Later, motherfuckers.
Before I get into my final thoughts, one thing on Justin Bieber. I reviewed a Justin Bieber song. I do music reviews. I specifically do pop music the majority of the time. I said the song was okay. I didn't say the song was freaking great. And I also said that I never liked a Justin Bieber song prior. So to say that I listened to Justin Bieber because I said one song was okay is not exactly a good statement. So if you're trying to talk about my commentary that has Bieber in the name, the video was on a pair of Justin Bieber fans who were obviously trolls and from years back, and I barely said anything about Justin Bieber at all. So yeah, you fail on two fronts. So now my final thoughts. You are aware that by calling me a loser and by putting words in my mouth the way you did, you're just making yourself look worse. Like, seriously, I'm aware that I'm responding to it, but I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm playing your video, and I'm pointing at exactly what you said and going, that's not right. Here's why. And the funny thing is, I have a feeling you're going to respond to this too, and I don't really give a shit. Go ahead and respond to it all you want. If you have logical points, I will agree with you. If you don't have logical points, I will debunk them again. Now, I'm sure that your fans, some of your fans are going to come over here and watch this, and I have a message for them too. Hopefully they will actually watch to this point. You are aware that when he calls himself a taste god, that when he calls himself like Lord of and Savior of good taste and all that shit, if you have any opinion whatsoever that differs from what he thinks, any whatsoever, that he's spitting in your face, that he's saying that you are objectively wrong because his opinion is the only one that matters. If you do agree with him about every single little thing, then you are the type of sheep that I've heard him get onto society for being. You are exactly the type of person that he hates. So either way, he's spitting in your face. Of course, you could just be following him because he sounds anti-authority, but in reality, you're just following a different type of authority figure. So, don't take his word as the gospel. Don't take my word as the gospel. Think for yourself. Take your own word as the gospel. Feel free to listen to what he has to say. I still will. Feel free to listen to what I have to say. Feel free to listen to what anybody has to say, if you want to. But don't take anyone's opinion, anyone's at all, as outright truth. Think about what they have to say. Think about if it makes sense. And if somebody provides a counter argument, listen to it. Just listen to it. If you don't agree with it, even after they've made their argument, fine. You don't have to. But keep your mind open. That's all I'm asking for. For Corey Margera, I don't really have any advice. I already gave you your advice, and you haven't taken it yet. So, that's going to be it. Until next time, this is your friendly neighborhood Boonslayer, signing out.